Oh my god, you have hair.
Leave that in. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Look at this cozy Minnesota set that we have here.
Winterscape. There's snow outside.
The weather outside is frightful.
But the fire is so delightful.
And since there's no place to go,
we're
gonna make a video.
Oh! You could have told me about that.
It just came to me, I have these
That's how that happens for you.
flashes of genius. Today's video is going to be trying to figure out whether or not we have made a mistake by spending a lot more time in LA.
Mm-hmm. Well, we came home to Minnesota and we've been evaluating, look at the differences, how the last 2 months have been versus now. And people have asked us, what's the difference like? How do you guys like each one?
Yeah.
Do you regret your decisions?
Yeah, so we're going to break down a bunch of different categories and evaluate whether we prefer Los Angeles or Minneapolis.
We'll see who wins.
Hope we didn't make a mistake.
Yep.
All right, let's begin.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
It's time
to talk
about
our lives.
Category 1, weather.
Weather is the easiest.
Exactly.
Of them all. Victory, Minneapolis.
Oh. Clearly, we prefer the weather of LA.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a package being delivered, so Chloe might freak out.
Package delivery. Kind of goes either way.
Good at both places. We've not had an issue anywhere.
Amazon's a lot faster in LA.
That's true.
By a lot faster, I mean like a day faster.
Yeah, there's a lot of like next day deliveries. That's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about weather. And the winter is very long and very harsh here in Minnesota, and we prefer the warmer temperatures of LA.
And we're not exaggerating when we say that winter here is like 8 months long.
Yeah.
Like, there are 8 months of the year where it is too cold, specifically for me.
Yeah.
Well, Hannah gets cold really fast also.
I do too, but I'm not able to drive my wheelchair.
Yeah, but we love doing outdoor activities.
Yeah.
And
even just like walking Chloe twice a day.
Yeah.
Like things that we have to do.
Mm-hmm. Like here, right now, Hannah's taking Chloe for a walk alone because I can't reasonably be out there that long.
Yeah.
In LA, I was going on every dog walk.
Yeah.
And loving it, that we could be together, that I could be involved.
Yeah.
So weather, LA is definitely a lot better.
Yes. Category 2, food.
Oh.
Now this one's not cut and dry. I really don't think it is.
No, I mean, we love our go-to restaurants and takeout places here in Minneapolis.
And I will say, we have not gone and explored the rest. Like, Minneapolis is known for having really good food.
Right.
We have not tapped that. And it is because we don't like going to new places. So we have like the 10 places that we are comfortable going, and we go there. But there are like 100 others that are like renowned restaurants that we should try at some point.
I will say though, every few months we work up the nerve to try a new place.
And we're always delighted.
And we're always like, this is amazing. And then we add it into our rotation. The thing about LA is obviously just the volume, the number of places.
And the delivery, which is our number one priority.
Yeah, we typically do DoorDash and we eat at home just for convenience. And we like to be alone.
Home.
We're homebodies. But in LA, and we've said this before, if you search Italian food, you get 800 options that deliver to us.
Yeah.
Here, you might get 10.
Yeah.
So we really prefer the options that we have in LA.
Yes.
We haven't eaten out in LA a whole lot, though.
No, not a ton.
So, I don't know.
But that brings us to another point. Driving.
Oh.
One of the reasons we haven't eaten out a ton in LA is because we don't, driving is a pain in the butt. So we will be like, you know what, let's not go try that new restaurant that's 40 minutes away. Let's just order from the place we know.
Our friends that live in LA have lived there for a while just act as if the long drives and the slow commutes are a part of life.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
And they go places.
They're very relaxed about it. They're like, yeah, it's a 45-minute drive to go get groceries.
No.
But so be it. And we are not adjusted to that yet. So we will just forego doing things because it takes forever to get anywhere.
Our grocery store is like 3 minutes from us, and we could walk to it. I really like that. But yeah, to go and do an activity, like if I say I want to go eat at the Polish restaurant in Santa Monica, and we look and it's a 50-minute drive,
and
we're like,
all
never
red.
mind.
It's just red, like bumper to bumper the whole way.
Yeah, what should be a 20-minute drive, that kind of a thing. It deters us.
Yeah, when we just drove home to Minneapolis, we got into the city.
Yeah.
Driving home from LA, and it was rush hour when we got home, and the highway was like almost empty. Like it was busy, but it was nothing.
Yeah, there was LA. We were not like slowed down. We were moving along.
And like our main highway here is like 3 lanes. In LA, it's like 7 lanes of chaos.
Yeah. I will say 494 gets backed up in Minnesota. I feel like people in Minneapolis are going to be like, there's traffic. There is. But I can take the side streets and just reach my destination in not 45 minutes. Yeah. Not like LA.
All right, so Minneapolis gets the victory for driving.
But activities is our next point. And I feel like LA wins for that one, again, based on sheer volume of things to do.
It's not only things to do within a very close range, like we can go to Santa Monica or Malibu or, a mountain or a beach, all within like a half hour. There's also a lot of like really cool locales within like 2 or 3 hours,
San Diego. Mm-hmm. We haven't even gone anywhere else, but we
Santa
want to.
Barbara.
Yeah, Santa Barbara we went to.
Santa Clarita.
True.
All kinds of places.
Yeah.
Here, if you get an hour out of Minneapolis, you're looking at fields.
Farms. That's true. It is much more spread out here. So yeah, here we have, the nice activities that we enjoy, but out in California, there's obviously a lot more options for what should we do today,
Yeah, and I love that. And as people that make videos for a living.
Exactly.
It gives us a lot more to film.
Exactly, yeah. So that one goes to LA. However, the next one goes to Minnesota, and that is cost of living.
Oof. Mm-hmm. I didn't expect everything to be so much more expensive out there.
It was mostly the gas that we were just like, what the heck? And driving home, it was so clear. It was like $6 in LA, and then you would get to Texas and like everywhere from then on up to Minnesota, it was like $2. Yeah. And we were like, how are we in the twos here,
I know. And we're obviously like super privileged to be able to afford $6 gas. Yeah. But, when you see that number rising into the hundreds to fill your gas tank,
it's something.
And you have to drive everywhere in LA. It's annoying.
Yeah.
So I think here in Minneapolis, before we head back, we should fill up some
we'll take it in the
garbage
car.
cans or
garbage bags.
Garbage bags.
Or like gallons of milk. But we can fill them up with gas.
Maybe we can fill them here and ship them there.
Yeah.
All right, this next category is very near and dear to my heart, and that is personal safety.
In which state have we had someone enter our property? And that would be California.
And that might be a fluke. It is not fair to say that LA is definitely worse.
Yeah, no.
But
it does feel very safe. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
not
LA does?
Yeah, it's not like we're afraid of LA. It's just like by a tiny margin of you saw on your camera someone enter our property. That has now bumped LA down a little bit in your book.
The final category, as the holidays are approaching, is family.
Aww.
And Minneapolis gets a victory for that. We love our friends and stuff out in LA.
Chosen family. Doesn't that have a place in your heart?
Oh, yeah. And the other thing is, my family's in Pennsylvania.
Exactly.
So when we're in LA, we're away from all family.
Exactly.
But when we are in LA, your family visits, my family visits.
Yep.
So it feels like we have family out there.
I know.
Even though we don't.
Because they're just like, oh, we should probably visit.
Yeah.
Whereas while we're here, they're like, they're home.
Yeah, but Minneapolis definitely does feel like, where Hannah's family is. We see them very often.
More of a home base.
Yes, a home base. And that's one big reason why we came home for the holidays.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to be out there and not have any family for Christmas Day.
Wow.
So who gets the victory here?
I don't know. Were you counting?
I wasn't keeping tally. But I think we can just overall say what we feel.
Overall, I think that Minneapolis is better for quality of day-to-day life.
Yeah, a calm day-to-day life.
Running errands, picking stuff up, dropping stuff off at the post office. Like, there's just less annoyance of it's really the driving. Like, if you're just running errands, doing your daily life, it's just nicer to be here. It's calmer. However, it's a little boring.
Yeah.
We get a little bit bored.
Yeah.
So I think, for a more vibrant experience and options, I really like being in LA. And the weather, obviously.
Yeah, overall, I prefer to be in LA, mainly because of the weather and the food for me.
Yeah.
But, obviously we love Minneapolis as well.
Yeah.
LA is frantic and fun and exciting, adventure. This is calming and comfortable. This being Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Calm and comfortable, family.
Yep.
Just having a good time.
Yeah. So 2 good options.
So we didn't make a mistake.
No.
Is what I'm hearing.
We did not make a mistake.
No.
But I do enjoy, having the best of both worlds.
If we have a few more backyard intruders in LA, that might permanently alter my opinion.
You're out of there. You're like, I'm done.
Oh, we did do the most important category of all.
What?
Fireplace.
Oh, there's a fireplace here, yes.
We have an electric fireplace in LA, but it is dinky.
Well, I don't know what the people that flipped the house, I don't know what they were thinking. It's not for warmth.
It doesn't produce heat.
I know, it doesn't. I guess it produces like a light.
It's
like a fake blue light.
You can make purple flame.
Yeah.
If you're into that.
But it's not real flame. It's awful.
I like to sit 1 inch away from this real fire here.
And just
melt. It's lovely.
We do love our fireplace. I do miss it in LA.
All right, everyone. Have you?
And also cockroaches in LA. The bugs in LA are way worse.
Oh my
There's
God.
no bugs here because it's so cold.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm not going back to LA.
I mean, there are bugs. There's mosquitoes in the summer, but the bugs in LA, oh my God.
It's a nightmare. It's an actual nightmare.
All these things are just coming to us last second.
LA is a desert. Why would anyone want to live there? All right, everyone. We will see you tomorrow.
Yes.